Hello, welcome everyone. This is Ajay Kumar Chilavancha. In this video, I am going to explain the Sketcher tools available in CATIA V5, and these are few Sketcher tools. Okay, and let me open our software CATIA V5. Here, I opened CATIA V5 and I am going to start a new workbench part design, and then this is my workbench, and here I am going to explain the view toolbar and a sketcher. Here, for explaining view toolbar, it is easy to you to understand if I'm explaining on a already ready made project. Okay, I'm going to open my old file, which is a knuckle joint. Okay, my file is loading. Done. And then I'm going to explain the first tool, that is the view fly tool. Okay, fly mode is nothing but we are going to fly on the our object. Means we are going to fly through the objects which we have drawn. Okay, let us activate the fly toolbar, and then this tool is only works on a prospective projection. Okay, projections you have know, maybe you may be knowing, means prospective in the sense our the way we are seeing the object now is a parallel, means this every dimension is as parallel to our eye. Okay, and if we are giving prospection, our view is going to change from some angle. Okay, this is the our angle. You can observe this is this. Here we can observe that our first part is showing somewhat big and our ending part is showing very less. This is a prospective view. Okay, in this prospective view we are going to fly through the objects. Okay, let me open fly, and then these tools I'm going to explain. This is a turn head in the sense, if you are activating this, if you are dragging by holding your left key, it will turn around. Okay, you are going to turn, and after that this is a fly. Okay, by using this only we are going to fly, and this is the acceleration, and this is a deceleration. Okay, these are flying tools. If you are having very fast fly mode, then you can click on this minus decelerate, and then if you are having very less speed, you can increase your speed by accelerating. Okay, first I am going to fly, and I will check that whether we are having more speed or less speed, and we'll fly, and then you have to press and hold the left key, and then your object will be moving. Okay, here like this we are going to, if you are dragging to the right, it will move to the right. If you are dragging to the top, it will move to top, and if you want to turn around, you can turn around. Yes. And if you want your screen back to your object back to the screen, you have to fit in all you have to give, and then this is how we are going to fly. If you are having a big object, big part, somebody used to draw like a full building in the one CATIA surface. Okay, CATIA workbench. Then they will use fly object. Then they will go through entrance, and then they will turn around to the from the doors. They will enter into the home, like that they will do. Okay, this is useful for the animation purpose, means to give a good presentation we are using this fly mode. Okay, I'm going to deactivate fly mode, and then after the deactivating fly mode, we can able to see that this is in prospective view only. Okay, then this view we are going to change. Here you have to go to render style, and then here it is mentioned as a prospective. We have to turn it on as a parallel. We have to click on parallel, it will become parallel. Okay, Okay, and this is a fit in all, means if you are clicking this, our full body will fit in our screen. Okay, and this is a pull. If you want to drag the object in our screen, it will useful for pulling. Okay, and our next thing is the rotate. By clicking rotate and press and hold our left key and drag to rotate. Okay, this is how we are rotating our object. Okay, done. And then this is a zoom in, this is zoom out. Okay, this is a normal. This view will help when we are using our sketching. Okay, in the sketcher tools I am going to explain this view tool, this normal to plane. And then this is a multi-screen. In this screen, by using this we can able to see our object in object from multiple angles. Okay, multiple projections. These are the front view, back view, left, right, you can change. Okay, by deactivating this, and then we will activate to isometric view, and then we are going to give right plane, then right plane will come, the back plane, back will come, and I am going to keep this back in isometric. And then the next tool which I am going to explain is our render style. Render style is nothing but if you are giving I already given some material property for the objects separately, like you can able to see that I already given some coloring, means you can able to see the color difference between two our knuckle joint parts. This color difference is due to material property. Okay, I have given material from this material. This is a tool which we are going to give material. If you are selecting this, a new window will open. Let me do this. Okay, a new window will be opening like this, and then you can give any metal, fabrics, constructions, painting, other anything you can give. If you want to add bronze to this, you can simply drag and drop. It also became bronze. Okay, like this we are going to give material to the our body, and then click on apply material. Okay, it will go, window will go. Okay, this is how we are giving material property. And if you want to see the material, you can see by activating the shading. Okay, shading with the edges. If you are giving shading with edges, you can only see the edges by some our random color used by CATIA program. Okay, and then if you are giving normal shading, you can only see the our random color. And if you are giving this shading with edges, you can now see our only with edges, means our edges will be highlighted with the black color line. Okay, if you want to see again the material, you have to shading with material you have to give, then your component will be visible as a material. Okay, and then shading with edges and hidden edges. Here you can see the other side of edge also by line. Okay, this is a solid lines are the our visible edges, and the construction lines are for hidden edges. Okay, this is how we are seeing our hidden edges. And this is a wireframe. Only wireframe of our object will be visible from this, in the sense only the frame means only the edges will be visible. And then we are going to back for material, and then from here I am going to hide one object. Okay, hide one part of this. Okay, I am going to hide this part, hide, and the part is not showing here now. Okay, how to see is one option is available. From that option we can see the hidden objects, only the hidden objects. Swap visible space. Okay, the swap visible space enable us to see the hidden parts, only the hidden parts. Okay, this part is a hidden, and these lines all are hidden lines only. Okay, this one we have to see, means we have to activate the swap to see hidden. Okay, and then if you want all to back, you have to click this, and then if you want to unhide this back, unhide the part back, you can give this, and then from here you can go again hide and show, then you can give this. Okay, this is how we are going to hide the parts, and after that this too, hide and show. If you want to when I'm hiding, the shortcut I'm using, this is the body I want to hide. Okay, I'm giving right click, then I'm giving hide. This is not the original process, this is just a shortcut. Okay, and then if you want to hide an object, you have to select a hide, and then you have to select the object will be going to hide. Okay, this is a hide tool, and again I'm giving hide, and then our object will come. Okay, this is a hide tool. Okay, this is about our view toolbar. Here we completed our view toolbar. The remaining tools I am going to explain you in next videos. Okay, thank you.